Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Crossbeat. Today we are looking at Infect the Rat's Nest, the 15th studio album by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Now, this album has more of a metal version to it. It has influences from artists like Metallica, Slayer, and Rammstein. And it tells a very similar idea of their fishing for fishies, albeit with a much different genre of music going behind of it. So let's get looking into it, see what I like and don't like on this album, and let's just talk about it. Let's just jump right in. When I say this album is very metal, I mean it. One thing I like about King Gizz and the Lizard Wizard is that when they put their minds to a specific genre they want to do, they try to go on it as hard as they can, as deep as they can. And I don't think there's a track that goes by where they don't have 16th note double beat kick drums in it. Every single one, just in your face. It's very apparent, and it's such a mainstay in metal music that it fits the album, it fits the part. This album is ultimately about ecological disaster, such as what they talked about in Fishing for Fishies with overfishing, basically, and pollution from fishing. But in this one, it talks about the blindness that we as a people have on this planet, on planet Earth, as in planet B. There is no planet B. There is no plan B for us on Earth if we continue to trash and continue to make this beautiful world around us disappear. And that's what this first half of this album is trying to tell us. They're trying to tell us that, hey, this is an issue, and if we don't fix it, there is no plan B. We can't do anything else to fix it. So they hammer that home very quickly. Now, in the second half of this album, it tells a completely different story of rebels among Earth that are traveling to Venus to try to take over the rich on Mars, and their struggles to survive and to prosper as a people. And all of these songs are appropriately titled. We have Planet B, we have Mars for the Rich, Organ Farmer, Superbug, Venetian 1, Perihelion, Venetian 2, Self-Emulate, and Hell to close it out. And a lot of those, as you may see, have ties to us, like Organ Farmer, Superbug, Mars for the Rich. It's telling us that we should focus ourselves on Earth rather than trying to expand outwards onto something that we could not inhabit. We should focus on our troubles and what we can fix here on Earth so that we as a people can move forward better to get together. Now, what do I like about this album? I like this album because an artist is trying to fix the world around them. They're trying to make us see what is going on, what is happening in front of us, and what we can fix if we work together as a group, as a race, as a people. But they also leave room for thought of what else we can do. What can we do further to enhance the human experience? I also like the guitar tones in this. It's very metal. They use a lot of overdrives, which I thought were sometimes extremely crunchy, but they had a nice variety of overdrives that could be used throughout this entire album and not having it be old. They have also guitar licks that play throughout multiple songs that just shred. They just try to finger tab as fast as they can, and they definitely have the style, but it gives you, but it leaves you wanting more with it. And that's what I like about it, because I want to hear another metal album by King Gizzard. I want to see where they take the metal genre and how they twist it to make it their own. As I stated earlier in my Fishing for Fishies album review that came out earlier this year, I feel that they barely scratched the surface with this metal. I feel they could go so much further in making it their own. what I mean by this is, while a lot of the songs sound the same, I want them to progress musically, use unique time signatures with this album, with more songs. I know they've done that in the past, but I want them to do it more here with a genre that doesn't really do that, which is metal. Another thing that I like about this album is the complete tonal shift that they have from Fishing for Fishies to this. They're not afraid to evolve their sound, which I respect as a musician to musician. So the band's power trio, Stu McKenzie, Joey Walker, and Michael Cavanaugh, they throw away more precision-based types of things as usual as the past albums, and they go full rocker with this. It feels like you're at a live show and they're just going insane on drums, insane on guitar, and insane on vocals. They're just screaming, belting it out. This album is insane in that regard, and I love that. This album is good, but I want more from it. But what I don't like about this album is very much covered up by what I do like about this album, which is a lot of things, as I stated earlier. So this album just rocked. It wanted me to get up and headbang. It made me want to see what I could do in this world that could make the even smallest bit of change. And not many albums can have the power, not many musicians can have the power to do that. And I respect these Aussies for trying to make that change. And all in all, I give this album 7.5 out of 10. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it's a step in the right direction, and I love this direction that they're going out. Especially those wild music videos like Self-Emulate and Planet B had the band be murdered. Hello? This is insane. When I was watching it for the first time, I didn't know what the hell was happening, and that's what I love about these Australians. You never know where they're taking you. Thank you so much for watching. Links to all of our Discord, all of our Instagram, Twitter, all of that is linked below. My name is Jackson Orland here at the Crossbeat. Thank you so much. I will see you guys next time.